Hello everyone, this is Clossi, and I am back with another Go video, and today I have something very interesting to announce, and that is the release of OGS's new feature, which is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm still learning about this, a Leela 0 bot will actually review your games if you are a supporter of OGS. So to become a supporter, you actually click up here, go down here, and click on Support OGS. See, I'm a gold star, yeah, I'm not sure that gold star is for everyone, but basically I have a gold name because I'm a site supporter. Yay! And now I get access to this cool new feature of Leela 0 that will review my games. So, someone actually was sharing this in the Discord, and then I tried it out, and I had already had it, so I don't know if there's a minimum amount. Ask around about that, but I think it's pretty cool. So when I first opened my game, it asked me to run a variation. I might do this at the end of the video, but I didn't want to do it while I'm talking, simply because I wanted to show you the results. Because it does take a few minutes. There is a queue that you have to wait in, so it can take a few minutes. But I think the longest I've waited was for this one, which I'll get to in a second, which took maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Not that long at all. But basically what the quick one does is shows you the top game-changing moves. So I can just click on 51. So, okay, this is the top game-changing move where move 51 lost black 20 points, I think. So black played at the triangle right here, F11. So F11 was minus 20 points for black. Or 20%. I don't know if it's percent or points. So maybe not 20 points. Sorry, maybe about 20%. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. The percentage doesn't change on this section, but 20.5 pp. So maybe power points. I don't know. But pretty much this is one of the biggest mistakes that black made. And he played here, and he could have played A or B, which I don't remember this game. I just opened up a random game, and it was a long time ago. But I'm not sure if I recall reading this, but pretty much black could have played A or B and maybe killed the corner. Now, when you click on it, it actually shows you the variations, which are stupidly long. They are stupidly long. But you can see the biggest mistakes you made in the game and how the game probably should have proceeded. I highly recommend playing this variation out on a real board because it's really hard to actually analyze this here. And then when you go here, you can actually do B, and you can see what other variations it considered. So the greener ones, I believe, is the best ones. And I think A, B, C, D, E is the order it considered it. So I don't think A is always the best. I think the brighter green square is the best, but don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. It's still a new feature, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it yet. But I believe like A and B are the two variations that it said would be better than the marked move, and these are the other variations it considered. So the marked move actually wasn't one it considered. So this was one of the mistakes. Move 58 was another mistake. This one was white's move, minus 22.5, which was my move. Oops. Apparently I went from an 89% chance of winning to maybe close to an even game. Apparently my move triangle was not nearly as good as just playing here. And if I had followed it up with all of these moves, I would be clearly winning. Yeah, totally. So this, while being a very interesting feature, will take some practice to learn how to apply it in your own games. So what I recommend you do is, first off, you need to play this out on a real board. You need to play out each of the variations on the real board to fully understand what Leela 0 is thinking about, because it does not tell you why. It just tells you what. To understand the why, you kind of want to revert it back to basics and justify everything else with reading. So the basics would be weak groups first, and then big moves. And then you have to back it up with reading. Like, it will not save something if it's already alive. So if you're wondering why the crap am I not just playing somewhere else? Why am I playing one? Well, then you might need to understand that this corner can die. So for example, if it says this is a mistake, well, then why is it a mistake? Because maybe it doesn't show the variations or whatever. So then you would have to read how this would die. So understanding the why is going to be really difficult, but it should be a good exercise. Like if you know life and death problems, those are really good exercises because you know that there's an answer. So this means you know that your move is wrong, but you just have to figure out the answer. Now, maybe you have to ask someone. Maybe you can do a study group about it or review with some friends, or maybe ask some Dom players or something to do their best to explain it to you, because we don't know all of this either. But maybe the answer's obvious. Maybe it's not. Maybe someone can help you. And if it's not, and you study it for a good 10, 15 minutes and you can't figure it out, just move on, right? There's other moves to learn from. Maybe you can't understand every single variation that Leela Zero shows you, and maybe you don't learn something you can apply directly in your game at your level, and that's fine. Leela Zero is like 9 non-pro, so don't worry about playing perfectly or as good as Leela Zero wants you to play. Worry about what you can learn from it. So in this case, I can learn that I should have saved this corner before playing somewhere else, and actually it's saying that Atari isn't nearly as big as surrounding this whole group. So, and that there's a cut here, which I don't think I saw in the game. So I should have been playing over in this area, not on the top side. So that's what I can learn from this. And so there's a lot of things you can learn from doing this, from just reviewing this. All right, so move 59 was also a mistake. I think it's for the same reason. It should have played G19, which it... Oh, it's saying G19 is a mistake. It should have played A or B. A being that, and of course white tanugis, because it doesn't show us the variations that don't work. We have to figure those out on our own. And then B just shows some variations. But anyway, I thought this was a really cool feature. So the other one is doing the deep analysis, which I believe over here you can actually see the win percentage. So right in the middle, it's like white and black. So you can see that right in the middle, or 50% chance to win for you. So I'm black. So in this case, above 50% or black is where I'm winning, and below is where I'm losing. So this game, I lost very quickly. But this game was a viewer request game where I played Tengen and then 5-5 and then 3-3. It was a crazy, crazy game, and it was a lot of fun. So I actually took advantage at the start, and then it fell downhill from there. But you could see that in your own game. You can actually see where the chunks actually were in the graph over here. You can see how you did overall throughout the game. And then you can actually go move by move and see the analysis. Now, these +2 or -2 points, I wouldn't worry too much about. You can see like better moves, and that's great for improving your shape. So if you want to analyze it, cool. But it wouldn't spend more than 30 minutes going over this unless you just wanted to do a super deep analysis, or if you wanted to do a study group and do a super deep analysis of like pro games or your games or whatever. So you can actually do any games. You can upload games to do it as well. I believe this one is a game that I uploaded from somewhere else, and this one was a game I played on the server. So you can actually do pro games as well, and you can see the analysis and the variations that Leela Zero shows you, but still you have to figure out the why yourself. So what this is good for is just seeing some better ideas, but I would pay attention for anything like this where it's like a 6-point mistake. So I think if you're a single-digit Q, anything above 5 points you probably want to look at. And for a double-digit Q, anything above 10 you probably want to look at, and especially anything above like around 20 or plus or 15 plus is going to be a huge chunk. So you can see 7, that was a little bit no, this is +7, so this one's good. So you want to look at the ones that are minus, right? Plus 0 plus, let's see if I can find a minus. I might be wrong on the plus and minus. There we go. Minus. So here's one that's a loss. So you might just try to find the minuses. For Dawn level players, I think finding all the minuses and figuring out what you can do would be a good study. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. This is a pretty significant one. Minus 9.9. K16, which is triangle, should have been down on the bottom. So weak groups first, take advantage of that stone, attack this. Something on the bottom is apparently bigger than the top. Who knew? So that would be something. This is apparently a negative. So you can see both of us are making a lot of negative points. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if it's negative for me or negative for whoever's turn it is. So, ow! Hi, cat. I'm not wearing pants. That was my leg that you just clawed. I'm wearing shorts, and that hurts. Okay, that hurt. That's something I'll have to figure out, because this might be... yeah, that's where it wants them to play. So you can actually see the percentages change. So it looks like black gained percentages. So it looks like white lost the 5.8. Yeah. So it might be loss for each side. I don't know. Play with it, learn about it. I think it's a really cool feature. So once we figure out how it works, I think it'll be good. So here's one. +1 for white. So if I go on the next turn, 86, 85, 86. So yeah, I think it's per turn. Anyway, I thought this was a really cool feature and a great study tool. So if I were you, I would play on whatever server you play on, upload your games here, and go over them with Leela. 0 if you want, and spend no more than like 15 minutes on an average game and 30 minutes if you want to do an in-depth analysis. Just find some, like, your big mistakes, your common habits that you're doing. Also, if you're, I would also take a note of what, like, type of mistake you're making. So, are you making a defense mistake? Are you making an attacking mistake? Are you making a big move mistake? Are you making a small move mistake? Like, what type of mistake are you making? And then if you see yourself making a lot of the common type mistakes, then maybe you can focus on that. So I think this could be a great tool that should be relatively cheap. I don't think it's that expensive, because I don't think I donate like more than $5. I don't know how much I donate. Actually, let's just see. Yeah, I do $5 a month. $3 a month. Oh, cool. And actually, okay, professional level AI review our games, $3 a month. Dawn supporter. Hey, I'm a Dawn supporter. Strong professional level AI. And pro supporter, even stronger AI. This actually... Ooh, I didn't see this. Okay. Thanks to the generous support from players like you, online.go.com is able to provide the best play to blah, 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 blah. In addition to some perks like vacation time, a golden name, and access to the special site supporters chat channel. All site supporters receive the exceptional benefit of having their games automatically reviewed by artificial intelligent engines running on our high-powered servers. Moreover, this benefit is shared with your opponents and with anyone else viewing your games. So this is also true. If I do the AI review on my game and someone else goes to look at that game, they will also be able to see what the AI analysis did, because it says it's saved on the SGF file, or not the SGF file specifically, but it's saved on that game. Maybe you can download the SGF file and upload it somewhere else and it'll still say the same stuff. I have no idea. But it's saved on that game, so anyone with the link to that game will be able to see it too. So, for example, if you did it and you copied the link to your game and posted it in Discord or somewhere else, and said, hey, at this move number, Leela says this, what do you guys think? I don't understand it. And then they can look at it, see Leela's variations, even if they're not site supporters, and maybe explain it to you. So I think it's a really great feature that it does that. Because of the computationality and intensive nature of performing, that's a sentence that you can't say 5 times fast, I bet. There are different strengths networks available. Roughly speaking, the larger the network, the better the review, but the harder the servers have to work on the review. Okay? So supporter. So a regular supporter gets 200 playouts, strong Dawn level player. Okay, so if you wanted to pay $1 a month, you could get a Dawn to look at your games. But I think the minimum I would do is the $3 a month professional level, because you can get some pretty wacky sequences from that. Dons are not strong players at all compared to professionals. Guys, we're not that strong. I like to think I'm a good teacher, but I do not claim to be a strong player. Q supporters are 15 by 192, so 800 playouts. And Dawn supporters 1600 playouts. I think this one is really good enough. Hi, cat. Ow, 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 ow. What do you want from me? And the pro supporter, I think, might be a little overkill in AI, but, the more people that do this, the less people there will be at this level, So there's going to be pros and cons to it. The pro would be a less queue time, but the cons might be longer computational time. But it will show you more variations and more branches to study, so it might be very interesting for some of you to do it. But I also don't think if you're short on cash that if you don't need it, you don't really need it. I think this one's perfectly fine. I think the $5 a month is, I think, good for probably most people. I'm satisfied with my reviews at just a Dawn level supporter. If you want just a Q level supporter, if you're a double-digit Q player, I think this one's perfectly fine. Single-digit Qs, this one can be fine, but why not this one? And for those of you who just want to really support OGS or want just the extra stuff and you don't really care about spending $10 a month, that one's pretty cool. That one might be pretty cool. A cool experiment I would like to see is the same game reviewed by the different levels just to see what the differences are. I think that would be pretty cool. But for now, I think the one I'm going to recommend is this one for double-digit Qs, this one for single-digit Qs and Dawn players. That's my uneducated opinion at the moment. Uneducated opinion. I've known about this for a couple days, and I've been playing with it, but I don't know everything about it. I don't even know what these network sizes mean. Okay, so that is my uneducated opinion, but I think a professional level player review is plenty. So yeah, there's that. So let's go ahead and open up a new game so you guys can see how long it takes. So I'm going to go to my profile and open up a random game that I haven't played or that I haven't done it yet. So let's just open up a random one. That's teaching. So let's do this one. It's a ranked game. Hi, kitty cat. You're so playful. Why are you playful, little kitten? All right. So A review has been queued. So it's automatic, right? You just open the game and apparently it's automatic. What is this little? Yep. And I just wait. And top game changing moves. And if I wanted a full AI review, I would do that. So I got my top changing moves here, here, and here. Looks like all of them are down there. Holy crap. Let's do full AI review. Analysis started. And you can actually watch the progress through here, which is really cool. There it goes. Starting to load. So it looks like I took a very strong advantage. And I wonder if I lost it. Because I don't know what game this is. I haven't looked at this game or anything. I just picked a random game. But there it goes. You just watch it do its little thing. And I think it's pretty interesting. And then it'll give you an analysis of every single move. Apparently there was a lot of mistakes in that area for both of us. But yeah, this is OGS's new feature. I find it very fascinating, and I also find it very cool that this is a thing that got integrated into the server. And I think that the OGS is going to get a significant edge on the other Western servers because of this feature. So, KGS people, if you're watching, I highly recommend implementing this into yours as well. I think it's a super cool feature and very useful. And anyone that's out there building like their own little Go server or something, or wants to compete with OGS or anything, I think this is a very cool feature. And Kitty is eating my hand. Ow. 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 Who needs Leela when you got a cat that'll just eat your opponent? Hi. Killed by cuteness. Killed by cuteness. Teeth. Alright. Okay, go play. That is pretty much it for this. So it is done. It is done. And you can actually go through each of the moves and look at it and just see what happens. See what the Leela Zero bot thinks about it. Alright, so that is it for this video, guys. I just wanted to do that announcement because I thought it was a really cool feature and I wanted to share it with you guys. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.